Another weapon of sorts has both federal and state officials concerned. Now they're spreading the word about an increased penalties for those who target objects in the sky. Cronkite News reporter Colton Krolak looked into a new law that helps to protect pilots in the air. Colton?
Pilots face many dangers when taking to the air, but one of the biggest threats to their safety is small enough to fit in your pocket.
He walks a couple steps, turns around and hits us.
Turns into a prism and just completely blinds and disorients you. And then it will come into the cockpit. It bounces around.
Pima County Sheriff Sergeant James Grisham is talking about laser pointers, which pose a big safety concern for those in the air.
The width of it, obviously, when it comes out of the device itself, is pinpoint. By the time it reaches the aircraft, which may be 2,000 to 3,000 feet away from it, you're looking at anything from a 3 to 6 foot wide beam at that point.
A new state law signed into effect in July made shining a laser at an aircraft a misdemeanor in Arizona, adding to an already existing federal law, which made the crime a felony.
It allows prosecutors greater latitude in their prosecution.
In February, the Federal Bureau of Investigation launched a campaign focused at 12 of the nation's largest metropolitan areas with the highest number of laser strikes, including Phoenix, trying to bring attention to the danger to the pilots as well as the legal consequences for those committing the crime.
Go ahead.
Some people don't know that they could be prosecuted federally, that they could receive a felony conviction, they could be sentenced to a term up to 5 years in jail.
You kind of get that flash blindness.
And pilots like Chris James stress it's not just the planes and helicopters that are at risk. Ultimately, it's everyone on the ground as well.
And so when that laser is getting pointed at us, it distracts us to the point where sometimes we may have to adjust our orbit, or we may even have to leave the area.
Since the FBI started their campaign in February, they've seen about a 19% reduction in the amount of laser strikes in those 12 metropolitan areas. Due to that success, they've increased the scope of their program to be nationwide. Now they're in the process of analyzing the data and determining the effectiveness of that program. In Phoenix, Colton Krolak, Cronkite News.